is going on? Cobes, hi, are you okay? I am. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos. That's me. I'm low energy. I am the lowest energy of all the lows. How low can you go energy videos? We're going to be looking at the Cobes interview today. The shit show interview, which I have not done yet. And if I have, please correct me. There's a part of me thinking, dude, you've already done this. Maybe because all the Cobes stuff is overlapping? Now, I haven't seen DP's video on it. I also haven't, I think I watched all of it in the slightest, no. No, I jumped around a little bit last time I looked at it. But we're not going to go this straight away. We're not going to jump into them right away. Because instead I'm going to ask how you guys are doing. This isn't going to be a very long stream. I've been already up for well over 12 hours. I think we're pushing like 14 hours now. So 2 to 3 hours at the most. I was thinking on Wednesday, give you guys 2 videos. One, the terrible cooking video I've planned. Ramen, crappy cheese, Cheetos. Chaos will ensue. But I also want to have a look like what I did with Lord of Patriarchy and Jake going toe to toe. I want to have a look at something else there too. But yeah, let's get the standard shilling out of the way. We have our stream goal. Anyone donates 30 or over to 75 in multiples of 5 has a chance of guessing the number in my brain that will result in me stopping whatever I'm doing and shaving off the beard. Also, if you don't have any cash, that's cool too. Or if you have cash and you don't want to give it, that's cool. Also, if anyone donates anything less than that, it's still going to a good place. Paddy's Day, London. We'll be out there. We'll be having a blast. It will be good. But, if you can't help financially, do help by liking the stream, subscribing to the channel, and of course, sharing it about. Don't forget to check out the links down below as well. We got Doom 3 finally done. Took forever. Took so long. And you guys are going to hate me, but Fallout 4 immediately replaces it. Why? Because it's already on my computer. We're just going to bum rush our way to through the main quest. And yes, last time I said I did that, I got my ass kicked out by a bunch of Cybermen mods. We just have to go in prepped, don't we? So this weekend, Assassin's Creed, Fallout 4, and Age of Empires. Or most likely Assassin's Creed, Age of Empires, and then Fallout. That way, action, chill, action. This Thursday, I will be joined by Egghead. We're still waiting for Shabby, yay or nay. He keeps saying, I might be able to do it. Yeah, is he? Is he? Yeah. We'll be joined by at least Egghead. Egghead knows when to show the fuck up or to commit or not. And then next week, we don't know who quite yet will be joining them, but Burnt Toast will be joining us on VR. I'm really groggy. And yet I've had a good day. I've had a very good day. I finished watching The Last of Us. Well, it's not finished yet, but I watched the the episode. I've also started reading a 40k novel that Elf King's been reading. I'm rereading it just so we can vibe together. But that's annoying too because Grimdark Narrator has put out a video, starting to put out videos on a Thanquol Bone Ripper story, which is very good. Now, as it is Monday, I won't be in any major position to do much after this but go to sleep. Tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be going and getting myself started on the next part of the American travel video. So, tune in for that. I also want to apologize to everyone who has been live streaming as of late. There's a lot of people I've been wanting to catch up on. I've been running around like a headless chicken trying to pop into everyone's chats, but I can't. I don't work. And although my sleep pattern is not terrible, I could always watch the VOD after. Instead, now is the perfect time to start figuring out who Keffels is and what all that shit's about. They're on a slur arc over on Keffels' channel right now. But I I just want to say I haven't been watching it because like I don't like your stuff. It's just time and anxiousness. Because I should try to contribute in the chat, even if it's just a little bit. But I caught Hour of Lols a few days ago. That was brilliant. There was a song there that was the final warning. Oh my god, this was bad. We'll listen to it on Thursday. Very yikes-erino. Maybe we'll listen to it the week after because Burnt will be on. No. And these aren't properly done. %90 done. The big ones. Just enough to piss me off. Good one. Now, I'll say up the front, up the front jacksy, if you. I have no idea who these people are. These people, the Shark Show. They seem just as more or less confused at first as the Cobes. So they're not friends or anything like that. But we obviously have been trying to get Cobes onto our show for basically the entire run of the podcast. We, of course, we tried to have him on as our DM for D&D. To be entirely honest with you, now that August is out of the picture, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Not against the idea, it's just, you know. Well, of course, we tried to get him on. We tried to get him on the regular show. I'd have been happy to have a few drinks with him. Said this for years. Like, I'm definitely down to clown with the man. It's just that we haven't heard hide or heard from him because he probably thinks we're just some of his trolls. Kinda are. So. But we're the good type of trolls. We're the nice kind of troll. That doesn't work. Anyway. I was fascinated when we saw that he actually he was going to have an interview. Actually, at one point, I swear to Christ, I thought he was getting his own show. Like he was going to start doing his own podcast. Which I was really not believing that was going to happen. Because If he did, then that would require effort. And effort is something that Cobes can do under duress. It's just he's not something that he's thrilled to do. I can relate. But yeah, looks like some local people reached out to him anyway. Oh, let's have a gander. This is The Shart Show interviews King Cobra. So, Cobra is new to us, so we watched a few of his videos. Since you are from the same city, decided to reach out. I suppose that's the thing. If I was in Casper, maybe I'd have had a better chance. But then, well, is that really a fair trade? You get to live in Casper, and that's unfortunate, but you also get to live next to Cobes. That's a plus, I imagine. Then Danny Brown had talked to him on his podcast a few times. Just F it, we have to meet the dude. So check out Your Mom's House. So wait, Your Mom's House has talked about Cobes? Really? I used to listen to Your Mom's House, where we get his talk fight with Cyrax, Danny Brown, and Christian P talk about him. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll get his reaction on that too. The first thing on is the tactical soap, his Etsy, his YouTube, and his customgirl.com. That's his shirts. This must have been one of the requirements of having him on, is that you needed to immediately shill his stuff. My God. I keep forgetting, because like a lot of other people have talked about Cobes. I'm hardly the first. I'm not anywhere near the first. Cobes is going to be talked about for years to come. It's just, I'm really surprised the guy from Your Mom's House. By the way, the picture I used for the thumbnail, I should have used this particular image, but what I did, I found the original hat that he's wearing back in the day. And while my thumbnail isn't doing it justice, it looked so much better than the hat, what Jens turned the hat into, basically. Ben's right. He needs a sort of revolutionary George Washington-esque hat.
What's up, everybody?
What does he look like? Admiral Crackers from Brad Jones's midnight screenings from back in the day. That guy, not Dave. Rob? I think his name was Rob. He looks very similar to Rob. I might be wrong about the name. Admiral Crackers! And she looks like the last time a woman bought me a drink in New York.
Welcome back to the Shart Show. We've got a really special one today. We've actually got a special guest today with us. Numero uno, one of the...
Oh my God, she actually looks kind of like Steve Buscemi when he's pretending to be like the young kid with the skateboarders. You know, she's trying to fit in with the hip young crowd.
Originator podcaster, live streamer from Casper, Wyoming. Great guy, said yes to us and was like very, very thoughtful. Everybody give it up for King Cobra.
What the fuck is up?
All right, let's have a look. Where is he filming this from? You briefly get to see it being set up. This looks like his kitchen. All those bottles there. Is that a light that's a cactus? Also, what do you think's in that cup? There's some Kraken. I'm actually surprised he keeps this much of the booze aside. Like normally alcoholics, what we tend to do is we tend to drink it all in one sitting. Like, I've gotten other than Metal Monkey's booze, there's none in this apartment. I drink it all as soon as I get it. So
You crazy motherfuckers. Long live Ozzy!
This is gonna be
oh sure, he gets a bloody chair that works.
fun. I
This
can
is
already
fun.
tell.
I have to prep my one up against the bed. Also, I like how he I like how they clearly went out for like Taco Bell or something beforehand. I do love her or Dr. Pepper beanie. I've always had a soft spot for I've always had a soft spot for clothes that are like have a corporate logo on them. There's something so tacky about it. I kind of like it. It's like in a dystopian future how all your clothes should have like at least 2 or 3 logos on them at any given time. McDonald's, fucking Pepsi, whatever. Future Corp, we own you.
It is fun. So like, we have so many questions to ask you, man, and it's like,
Is that Tabasco sauce? Oh yeah, I suppose he had his lunch. I guess they filmed this in his kitchen.
you know, I just actually recently, I didn't know who you were. Everybody was telling me, they're like, hey, you need to talk.
No one knew who the fuck you were.
To King Cobra.
And I'm guessing that's either filming the other side of it or this is Cobes' personal stuff. And no, it would have to be their side of it because this would imply Cobes has a fucking tripod. And as we all know, he doesn't have a tripod because if he had a fucking tripod, his cooking videos would be a little bit better. Speaking of this Wednesday, I don't know when I'll be doing my cooking video, but it'll be sometime later in the evening. Which is one plus of me having an earlier night tonight and tomorrow.
And I'm like, well, who's King
Yeah,
Cobra?
they kept
Who the
telling
fuck's
us.
King Cobra JFS, man?
I gotta say, that accent he puts on, it's so like upper crust, like who the fuck is that, man? I don't picture anyone in Casper, Wyoming sounding like that. I mean, it's not fair to say, but let's be honest here. We mostly think of Casper, we think of like yeehaw.
Yeah, so I was like, what are you talking about? So I looked you up and I was like, oh, okay. And then slowly but surely, I'm like, fucking subscriber. And then,
Ring that bell, motherfucker.
yeah,
Hey, he's 100% right, even though technically. Now, and don't forget to ring my bell, motherfucker. Yeah.
actually, a funny story. When I was promoting the Shark Show podcast, I used to promote it on Facebook before people would, just watch it. And like, you'll never be Cobra JFS. JFS is the only podcast from Wyoming. Woo!
Yeah, I
And
remember.
I was like,
What's that tattoo say on his arm? Every time he puts his neck up like that, the tattoo is lost. It kind of seems like an odd place to put a tattoo.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even do podcasts, man.
Yeah.
I make videos.
You do live streams that are then turned into videos. Like actually that kind of applies to me too. So yeah, we have that in common.
yeah, the only YouTuber or something like that. And I'm like, oh.
Something to that effect.
I'm like, oh, that fucking makes me sad, dude. There's ways.
Try some of this beer song.
Yeah, try some of that, man. It's delicious.
Is it a hot one? Why is it red? What is
It's the
it called?
gelato one.
Chilada.
But yeah, just pop it off.
It's hot sauce. Wait, hold. Is it hot sauce?
Should be able to just. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh god, he's got one of his wands there.
Flying.
It always does.
Yeah, don't worry
He
about
never can find it.
Don't worry about it, man. We'll find it.
Oh, he's putting it into his fucking Bud Light. Why doesn't he just use water at this point? Of course, I've got trash coffee right here. My diet, I've been doing so goddamn, like, I've been eating so little that it's a bit stupid on my end. I've got tons of food left, except for something that I could have used more of easily. Y'all see? Y'all see my coffee? I got plenty of that. You know what I don't have? Milk. I don't have milk. Or tea for that matter. Mel Monkey's let me borrow some of his tea bags, but Jesus Christ, I do my shop once a week for a reason. I just gotta do a better shop this week. But I have tons of other food, so that's gonna save me a fortune.
No,
The maid will find it and she'll throw it away.
Like, I have so much food, I think I'll be able to spend a tenner or less. In fact, one of the most expensive things I'm going to be buying will be the fucking Cheetos. Did they do actual Cheetos? I want to get as close to the ingredients as possible. They have cheesy puff things. Yeah, cheesy puff is a fucking Cheeto. In theory, it's the same principle. Let's have a look, just to see. Would you like to see the massive amount of shopping I have to pick up next on Wednesday? One item. Some bran flakes. Wow, what a massive load. I'm half tempted not even to go, honestly. No, I have to go into the village. I have to go up to the bank to pay off the flight for this. Plus, they're yelling at me to put money in my account. Cheetos. Cheetos Crunchos. Sweet chili. Ugh. Sweet chili pepper flavored corn snack. Possible residue of nut paste. Oh yeah. £2. Well, that's going into the pot. Nut paste. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that nut paste. Of course, you get wanker scabs, in which case, if you've got both, then you really need to see a doctor. What else am I doing? Hey, you gotta find the ramen. Instant noodle. I think like €1 a block. Just need the one. Straight to wok udon noodles, 75. Mama hot spicy, €1. McDonald's noodle sizzling steak, €1.50. The curry, mild curry. Okay. Yeah. So noodles, Cheetos, and the cheapest cheese. Cream feels much. My God, these are weirdly sexual names. Here. Mozzarella, perfect. $9. My shop tomorrow is gonna come to €9. And that includes the fucking that includes the fucking stuff for the noodles. But I'm gonna get a bit more than that, Christ. Should. Eat to.
I'm the maid.
I think that's the maid.
That's kind of sexist.
Wow.
Tell him.
It's only kinda sexist.
She could be.
No.
She's a good
Aww.
woman, man. So the tag team, man, you've been getting a lot of bullshit, dude. What's up with these
What the fuck was up with him just putting the whole bottle in? He said put a little bit in.
trolls and shit?
Ah, fuck them. They're jealous losers, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. I hate my trolls, but I don't spend every fucking waking day of my life going, where do they live? Where's your job? Which girl are they crushing on? Just fuck them, dude. They're
Well, there's a few reasons for that. Most of your trolls, the exception of people like me, don't have their own channels, so they doesn't work backwards. Second of all, you wouldn't be competent enough to pull that shit off. Thirdly, I don't support some of the things they do to you, man. Like, don't go to people's houses. You know, that's fucking creepy. The weird grinder dates, that is kind of odd. It's kind of funny, but people keep doing it, and you know, some of these people probably think that they're up for a good time, and then they go to your house and it's just no. And then there's like all the food that you get. You're only now realizing that you're a fat fuck that should just be taking that food. Why not? Why not? They're paying for it. You're not. I mean, you're paying for it with your body. That mountain of burger that we watched last week was just it was beyond. That was actually brilliant. Bill, you were there for that. Oh my god, that burger. Anyway, thing is, he does though think about his trolls more than his trolls think about Cobes. That's the one key thing. They live in his head rent free. His trolls probably have like a range where they wake up, they do whatever, and then throughout the day they go online, and in that time they might check out Cobes. And then they'll, after a while, leave. It doesn't take much to freak him out.
They're losers. They're absolute fucking trash of the internet, dude.
Yeah, but
And trolls are the trash of the internet, but trash of the internet eats trash of the internet. There's an actual bottom of the barrel, but then you think about, well, what about the pit under the barrel? You know?
actually they'll like pay you, right? Because you'll have some like live streams that I've
Good
seen.
beer salts.
Yeah, it's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, they do. They pay me $1 in like Cash App, and then they sit there and call me a sicko and shit. And I'm like, dude, I hate sickos.
No one calls you a sicko who actually thinks you're a sicko. You just don't shut the fuck up about the things that you think are creepy, to the point where it makes some people start going, dude talks about it a lot, doesn't he? It's like no one thinks you're a sicko. The same reason he freaks out about being around near anyone who's gay. He's terrified people will start thinking he's gay. No one thinks you're gay. We think that you're a fucking weirdo about it, though.
So you're gonna waste your money spreading lies and information. Like,
And if it gives them joy, it's not wasting money. Like, if you are obsessed with, say, online gambling, and you go online and there's like a small chance you'll make money back, but of course then all that money just goes right back into the gambling, you're not wasting your money away if it brings you joy. You're wasting your money away if at the same time like the rent isn't paid and shit like that. Like if you're gonna be a drunk and just spend all day knocking back terrible beers and varying degrees of booze. I see crack in there, which is always nice, but I think that's Bacardi over there, which is basic bitch shit. And is that not Listerine, like toilet duck? Is that coffee machine? Oh, is that, yeah, whatever. Anyway, Diego Dialgo. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like Cobes is Cobes is like 100% a creature of his own habits coming back to haunt him. But if he just learned to fucking roll with it rather than just constantly freak out about his trolls. Like when he got all those sauces, he knew that there was a joke within a joke going on there that was over his head. And he was like, oh, you all think you're funny, but I'm not freaked out. You're totally fucking freaking out, man.
Yeah, at least if they're paying you. Right?
Back in the day, it's just like, man, the bullies would take the money from you. Now the bullies are giving me money. What kind of...
They're not bullies. Right, some of them are bullies. No, I will retract that statement. I need some coffee if I'm going to be really pushing my A game on this. This won't be a long stream, by the way. Like I said, I'm not exactly the most spring of chickens right now. Bagal.
What we living in right now.
People, you can pay to bully me. I'll take it.
Yeah, you want to bully me, dude. Talk about how fat I am and shit.
Talk about my throw me some money in Streamlabs and then tell me that I'm a horrible person for supporting people like Keffels or Pol Pot. I mean, one of those things is true. I don't support Pol Pot, but you know, you could tell me I'm a terrible person for supporting Pol Pot.
Alright, fuck it. Just pick
Yeah,
on him then.
Pick on me.
Bully him.
Yeah, bully me.
Bully him, but
It's going to cost you $1 a comment. Yeah,
Yes.
it's going to cost you.
Damn, $1 a comment. There won't be any bullying, but there'll be a whole lot of slurs.
$1 comment. Dude, yeah, a lot of people watch your show. I recently watched one where this, I don't know who he was, but he spent the day with you, didn't he?
Yes.
A fan. He's a fellow YouTuber as well.
Yeah, cousin Matt.
Yes. Yes, and
Look at him here being like, okay, he's getting high on fucking cologne. That's normal.
he spent the day with you, dude, and he was so stoked.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to that, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he watched you since he was like 13, and he's just
Really?
yeah, dude. He was just sitting on your couch.
Cobes is very interesting because unlike a lot of lol cows, not all, but unlike a lot of lol cows, he has actual fans who like him and the stuff he puts out. Compare that to, say, Jared, who doesn't have any fans except for other pedophiles, and a sea of people who troll and catfish him, or compare that to someone who again has fans, who's a lol cow, Gale, to people who don't have fans. I was gonna say Cyrax. I think Skyrax doesn't have fans, he's got friends. Or maybe he does have fans, I don't know. I don't know, I'd have to go and check. I'd have to go and really check that out. I'm still don't know as much about Cyrax as I thought I did. Buff Corel has colossal amount of fans. Myself, Krendar, and a good few of our guests included. Like the man, you know, we laugh at what he does, but we don't wish him any harm. We love that he is expressing himself. He is dancing. He's a dancing lad. He's flamboyant. But, you know, at the same time, we're not going to pretend he's not standing out from the crowd, you know?
Wasn't he just chilling,
Hanging out?
hanging out? You guys live stream for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. Yeah, see how excited he was?
No, I didn't get
Yeah.
to see it. You
No,
didn't
no,
show me.
To
that.
see how excited he
Oh.
was.
I'm like, no, you didn't show me. I'm kind of offended.
Well, you know, I don't show you everything I watch.
God.
So much furry feet porn. Oh my god. You know, they're not even feet half the time, they're hooves, but they're so close up, all you see is like black lacquer. You don't even know what you're looking at. Well, he knows what he's looking at. And he is ashamed. She is keeping her opinions to herself. They actually look They look, honestly, they kind of look right now like they just saw their dog or their cat get sick on the carpet. And they're just processing who's going to say it before they have to get up and clean it up.
Tell us about these wands, man. You make these wands yourself?
Yes. I make them on a wood lathe. No.
Nah, this isn't anything to do with Cobes. This isn't Cobes' place, or is it? I don't know what's the setup here. Like, what's going on?
Stain them
And I said, hey, 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 hey.
paint them. Stain them or paint them, one of the two. This one's painted.
So you like your black and green, huh? That's your colors.
Yeah, those are my two favorite colors. Black flame to light my green smoke.
Ah.
Cobes hasn't gotten stoned in years. And neither have I. I got offered it a couple of times in the States, and I just kept on being like, maybe next time, maybe next time. There was no next time. Next time I'm offered it, I'm just gonna take it. God damn, we hope against hope that I will be on camera when it happens in a legal country. In a very legal country. Don't do drugs when you can get arrested, kids.
Nice. 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 I get that.
Let's subscribe to these sweet boys and girls. Because A, I'm stealing their content, and B, I'd be interested to see if... What else did I have?
Right.
Sweet leaf! Excuse me.
Yeah, too bad we're in Wyoming.
They got the dispensaries here in town, but Delta 8's not as good as the, real deal.
No. You know what, though? I think it does still fuck you up.
It does, to a point.
Fucks you up on a piss test, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's one thing that you can't do too much because it's still like if you get pulled over, how the cop gonna know if it's Delta 8 or Delta 9, right?
Isn't that the one that Asterios thought he could take a huge amount of and not get high, and at the end he was having like heart palpitations? And like they thought they had to call the ambulance. I joke, but I've been in that exact same position. And I'm a real lightweight when it comes down to weed. Oh my god.
Right. Like, I smell marijuana, sir. I'll smoke with you if you let me go.
And it straight up smells like weed, dude. Did you ever eat that gummy? I know you quit, but I'm just saying, did
Like he's looking at Bud Light for the first time.
before you quit, did you ever eat that gummy?
It's lost.
Oh no. Hopefully.
I have a feeling after this, she's gonna be like, dude, why did you bring that gummy up? Why did you bring that up? You know that wasn't cool.
We would leave it on our nightstand because our
Is
kids.
that why he's been sleeping for 3 weeks?
Our kids are thieves.
Yeah.
So what's up with the freaking cologne, brother? I'm gonna ask you about that.
Oh.
Sniffing cologne.
Well, it's like huffing paint, but it's more refined.
Yeah, it's called huffing. It gets you high.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, you can't do that shit, dude.
Oh, well, this cause brain damage. No more than a lifetime of Bud Light.
You're all right, dude. Do what you
I'm a
want
bad
to do. This is a podcast like a
It's
podcast.
bad for you. I don't want him
hey.
to do things that are bad for him.
Hey, I used to have this
I don't do it all the time, though, to be honest.
this guy named Leo.
He used to not do it at all. I forget when he started doing it. And it's just been getting weirder and weirder and weirder. Because eventually he's going to like just stop the drinking altogether and just become a fiend. Oh my god. Did I start the stream too early or something? Even by my standards, these are small amounts. Fish out if you're in the chat, by the way.
Oh man, he used to fucking do that shit like with spray paint.
Yeah.
And you'd go over to his house, dude, and he'd have gold flake all over his fucking beard.
I had a cousin like that.
You know.
When I was a kid and I heard you get high from huffing paint, I honestly thought that was something made up for like movies and TV shows in America. I never believed you actually could do that. And once I realized people did it, I could not believe people were that stupid. I mean, at this point, it's a lot easier just to grab a belt and like strangle yourself till you're about to pass out. It's free. Plus, you might find out you got a new fetish.
I get a little contact when I'm spraying wands outside. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
You know what? That shit gives me a headache because I spray paint flowers and things.
Mm-hmm.
You use spray paint for your ones?
Yes, I use spray paint and wood stain
Yeah.
and a Mod Podge to make it shiny.
So I heard you also have a T-shirt merch, right?
Yes, customizedgirl.com. The links are in my YouTube.
If I was like a psychologist or whatever, or a behavioral analyst, I'd be able to spot he was on the spectrum the way he moves and talks. And I do the same thing. One of these days, I'm going to sit down in a room with somebody and they're going to ask me a bunch of questions. And you'll see the way I move, the way I talk.
CustomizedGo.com.
Girl.com. Yeah, King Cobra's Fang.
Nice.
I got 204 designs.
Oh.
Wow.
So we're just starting on the merch.
Wow. So how many have you sold? Just stares at his can for the longest time.
Train. So we've ordered some stuff and we're gonna start doing it, but we're gonna like package and sell ourselves. I don't know. Does that work for you?
I don't package it myself. The T-shirt customized girl does it.
No, I mean like as far as your wands and stuff though.
Yeah, I package up my own ones. They go in shipping tubes.
No, and just ship them everywhere in the country, huh?
Yeah, ship them all over the world.
That's awesome.
Where's the coolest place you've?
They seem really uncomfortable to be around each other. Like all three of them just kind of don't want to be there. It's odd, quite honestly with you.
I had to send one too.
I've had a couple go to the UK a couple times.
That's cool.
Canada. Yeah.
We got some fans in the UK, Greece.
Greece. Yeah.
Greece, yeah, they've been really good.
I believe that's a female. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's always giving a shout out. Love from Greece. Love from Greece. That's really.
Love from Greece. I love the man. The man is very good. Drop husband and come to Greece. That's what she keeps saying. That's what she keeps saying. She's slamming her hand down on the table. And I was like, we'll be right back after this. And comes back, you'd see she's been crying and the guy's is in the corner. But Cobes is still just like playing around with his wand. He has no idea. Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah, shout out to all my fans, man. That's most definitely what the fuck is up.
Hell yeah, dude. So like as far as fun and shit like that, dude, you normally just hang out? What do? You go out? Yeah, a group of friends you want to hang around with?
I don't really
Not anymore.
socialize very much. I pretty much just sit in my apartment and watch YouTube videos.
Which is kind of sad, but that's also what I'm doing, so this is also the year I want that to stop. I mean, I don't really have that much way of a social network in the village, but what I do have is free travel, so I can at least do live streams when I'm out and about, rather than just spending all that money. With me, my issue is that I didn't really make much in the way of social connections. Plenty of like polite conversation and stuff like that, but What I need to do is just move around more. Good for my health and good for, you know, snagging pictures up and what have you. What I will be doing that in summer, which is great, but for now, I am kind of housebound with very little to do. I can't have even a drink for the next. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. About 21 days. Oh, way more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming close to 6 weeks. But the thing is that, like, why I've had great conversations with people in the past around these parts, and a few shit ones. It's not really an issue of just like chilling with people. I don't really build up social networks like that. Never really had the luxury of having a social network. What I have is a few choice people around the world that I care about, but they're usually never near me. So all I can do now is head on the rails and just travel and meet interesting people as I travel, which brilliant. Before that comes Paddy's Day though. That will be fun. I'm never gonna book with these hostel again though. Click 123, or that's not even click 123. It's a click 3132 or whatever. They are so obnoxious with the ads. They are desperate for me to upgrade the ads, and they are constantly saying, "Why don't you come back here for? Why don't you come here for Valentine's Day? Yeah, let's go to a hostel for Valentine's Day. Why don't you come here for Christmas? Why don't you come here for your birthday? Back the fuck off."
Unless a friend calls me over to hang out, and it's like, yeah, I'm down.
That's cool.
I haven't thought of. I don't think he has that many friends left who want to hang out with him anymore. He had Warlord, who I think they stopped talking, and he has his friends who are the friend's parent, the girl he stalked, his parents. He has fans who want to hang out, but to get up to Casper isn't easy. The more I think about it, the more I can see a lot of parallels with me, but not as sad.
That's cool. I watched a couple episodes with some. I've seen this dude around town and shit, and I've had to actually kick him off of my.
Oh, I know it.
I think. Oh, he's
Cyrex?
no, not Cyrex. He's done.
Fuck that
He's
piece
from
of shit.
Ohio.
I want to
Cyrax.
hear this whole story, but from him.
Well,
I
I have no idea who the fuck Cyrex is. All I know is he's a disgusting pedo piece of shit, and I want nothing to do with him.
Well, did you hear that Danny Brown wants to get a boxing match with you and him?
Fuck yeah, I'd whip the fuck out of Cyrex.
Hell yeah.
He's a scrawny little faggot.
So right on, Danny Brown.
Cobes, don't use slurs like that. You're very no. That is not what's up, Tubes. Now, by the looks of it, he does like kids. So he is. You can use the term sicko now. And he is scrawny. Hell, he's, according to Mango, he's inbred. And according to what I can see off him, it looks like he's got like fetal alcohol syndrome with that face. So yeah, you'd be probably able to take him. In fact, you wouldn't even need to punch him, you just need to push him over. Cyrax versus... Who could Cyrax beat? I even think Ricky Burrick could beat the living shit out of Cyrax. Or at least fuck him up a lot. Christian. In their current state, no. Oh, I just picture Christian in like the gym right now in the prison, just like getting swole as fuck, covered in tattoos. Sonichu on top of a fucking pile of heads. No. Someone has to do that.
If you're watching, I know you watch. So let them know right
Shout
now.
out to Danny Brown.
King Cobra will fuck Cyrex's ass up. Be known. Be known.
Gun these fucking arms, dude. They're huge.
They're not terrible. For a guy who doesn't lift, they're not terrible. He is so pasty though. Oh my fucking god. I mean, I get that. He's a white dude from Casper, Wyoming, but Jesus Christ, they have the sun.
It's gun patrol, buddy.
Welcome to
The guy had no idea to do it, so he just kind of panders to him.
But as far as I was talking about the other guy, what's his name? You were friends with him since high school, weren't you?
I know a lot of people I went to high school with.
Kind of a tweaker. Come over and drink all your alcohol.
Warlord.
Always walked around with a backpack.
Fuck. I'm trying to remember his name.
Like, some of the people in Cobes' early stuff died from overdoses. Like, others I think are in jail. One of them got like hit by a car by another friend, and they're in jail. Like, Cobes is and then one guy just like abandoned him and had this like a really normal, healthy life, and occasionally makes little videos. Like, the reason why he's never gonna get what he wants.
Yeah, but either way, you don't hang out with him. You got in a fight with him, actually.
Oh yeah, Campbell. Yeah.
Campbell.
Alex Campbell.
Alex
Fucking
Campbell.
Alex, dude.
Alice Campbell
he burned
seems like
his
somebody
bridges with me,
selling
man.
suits.
I was on Crystal Roberts' stream, and he was throwing like condoms in the wrappers that were unused at me, and just trying to sit on my lap and being drunk and really obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah, it came out as like a woman. Like, I can tell that was somebody who's clearly like wants. Alright, so I got a story, and if Elf King was here, they'd know who I'm talking about. When I went to one year I went to see them, and they had a friend over who was clearly not doing well mentally and was very touchy-feely, and clearly like no longer in the closet. They just wanted to be out, and they wanted to experiment, and they didn't know what personal space and consent was. Yeah, Warlord was kind of like that. Like, they were kind of like Warlord was kind of like that. And the thing is that, like, I'm all for them coming out of the closet, but no. And even if I was gay, I had rejected him numerous times. So I don't care how bad you are. If I have a cattle prod, it's going in between your ribs. That'll remind you to keep your hands to your fucking self. That's the thing. That's another thing. Like, I actually felt sorry for Cobes when he had to put up with that. Especially because that guy was high on he wanted to go and do crack on stream. I remember that. Oh, fuck's sake. Was either crack or meth. They wanted to go and do a puff of it. He's like, no, man, don't do that.
And I'm not gay. I'm straight for of-age women and all that.
Yeah.
He has to make sure that of-age part is in. This is what I was saying. Like, he doesn't. No one thinks he likes kids. Everyone now knows, though, he doesn't like sickos because he won't shut the fuck up about it. Or necrophiles. He was freaked out about well, the billions of necrophiliacs around the world right now. Trillions of them. More than there are people.
But I don't judge people as long as you're in a sicko, you know?
Yeah. So it's over. You guys aren't friends anymore.
No, he hasn't come by since. He came back the next day and asked for a cigarette, and I told him what an obnoxious prick he was being, and then he just took off, and I haven't seen him since.
No? Fuck him, dude. You burn bridges, you gotta fucking cross the river your goddamn self.
Yeah, that's the third time he's burnt the bridge with me. I'm done.
Yeah.
You know,
But hold on, no, if you burn a bridge with someone, if you burn a bridge with me, there's a good chance you're never going to get it repaired. Like, I know that I'll meet someone in the future who will fulfill more or less the exact same roles you will. So, if you cross a line with me, like, I'm never going to really take you back. You're not worth it. Because then, once you've like, rescinded the harshest social thing you can do, you kind of are stating to the world that your voice doesn't matter. Like, you have to be harsh about this. When you kick someone to the curb, you kick them for good. I'm glad to say I've never done that with any of my exes. Well, ex-friends, especially ex-acquaintances. Oh, fuck.
When Alex Campbell would bring over alcohol, which I would appreciate, he would constantly remind me about it every 5 minutes. And it's like, dude, I appreciate it, but the friendship's not about what you provide. It's about hanging out with your friends and being there for people.
Right.
I think maybe in his case, he had nothing else to talk about. When you're that level of a junkie, that level of like an abuser, a while you don't have anything left. You just say the same things over and over, like the way Cobes does.
That's for sure. How many times was he riding your coattails to get shit?
No shit.
Yeah. So it's a mutual thing, you know, people that take advantage and then start just talking shit because the one time they fucking did it.
Yeah.
They want super fucking thanks or something. By the way,
She looks so pissed off at him. I don't know the context.
super thanks. Down in the comments below. It's only $99.99. No, I'm just kidding.
That's super thing.
I don't know. I saw it. YouTube always tries to get me to monetize.
Check out that tactical soap, man. Coupon code King Cobra.
Yeah, tactical soap.
Don't check out the tactical soap. It is beyond ridiculous. You get maybe 4 washes out of the damn bar and then it's gone. And it cost me 30. Well, actually cost you motherfuckers 30.
King Cobra, check it out. And of course,
my videos.
check out Shaboom627 on Facebook. Remember to like and follow her. That's for sure. Shaboom.
What is tactical soap?
It is a pheromone soap that is designed to make of-age women horny.
Not of-age women. Just women. And not just human women either. Horses will rush over to mate with you. They will present themselves at you, Cobes. I should know, because this didn't happen to me. Wait, no, the soap's shit.
And it's all natural cold cut press soap.
Cold cut. Just picture sheets of ham.
You know, so for guys like me who've had a harder time with chicks, it's a great confidence booster.
It's the Durden smelt like fucking cedar wood. It's a soap. You go out, you buy them. They come in many smells, and they're a lot cheaper and they last a lot longer. I've got this Radox thing in there that's this body wash. It's great. It's fine. It smells like lavender. Very generic. It smells better than pee. Cobes will just constantly be getting huge amounts of this tactical soap, washing himself in it, and also then not leaving the apartment. So what's the point?
It's like having a liquid wingman on your skin.
Actually, it's more like you two get dolled up. You go out to the bar, and then you don't talk to a girl that night. You just get shit-faced and laugh at each other's jokes. You become your own date.
Oh, excuse me. Women definitely knows me when I wear it.
Yeah.
In fact, I showered with it before coming over here, and I threw on my cologne to go with it, and then the body butter and some God of War beard oil.
God of War, huh? I am a sandalwood. I don't know what brand it is. It's
I got some cedar wood. Porkers or Poinkers, I think it is, in there. I've shown it on stream a few times. That won't be much use to me when I'm done with the beard, but you never know.
sandalwood beard balm.
Maybe I'll find
That's
some
nice.
use for it.
Don't you use Only Man Jack or something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know exactly. It's whatever is less than $15 at Walmart. You know what I
It
mean?
is not less than $15.
It's not. Oh no, there's some right there actually.
I'm like, that was a lie.
So let's talk about that.
Lady bought for me some of that soap stuff once. Not the tactical soap, but like some beard oil stuff. That was weird. Not that she bought it, it's just that it didn't do anything except smell nice. And I almost think that we should get like a spritz bottle full of like perfumes and just spray. Yeah, let's get a cologne and just go. Don't do what Cobes does and sniff it.
A little bit too, dude. What's the situation with the ladies like? What's up with that? You got any prospects out there?
No, I haven't had a girlfriend in almost 6 years, but
That number keeps shifting and changes. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. And girlfriend be damned. When's the last time you got laid or went out on a date? That fangirl was, with giant quotations, was hitting on you. Gucci's said she might fuck him, then she rescinds the idea, then she considers it, then she rescinds the idea. I'm looking at my decal of LEV there. An idea to make that more poppin'. That's only because there's no one in the chat right now.
all I can do is keep rocking my soap and being patient, you know.
He said that with such sadness. Girl will come into your laps there, Tubes. You gotta go on 80 different dating websites. And then you find out one of them's trying to become a citizen, and then you marry her. And then you go on a whirlwind, not romance, but she'll have sex with you if you help her become an American citizen. And then you kind of both realize you can't afford to move out of the house, so you're kind of stuck together, and you have a kid even though you don't love each other. And she then she never learns English, and she sometimes, when she drinks too much, which is becoming increasingly often, she will yell at you in her native language how much she hates you, but you don't know, so you start making up stories about what it means. And then the Vegas trip happens. Or so I'm told.
That's all you can do, man.
I know the soap works. I don't have to get laid to know that the tactical soap works.
Yes, you do. I didn't get laid because of the soap. I got laid because of my 12-inch dick. Flaccid. Seriously, they didn't even want to have sex with it at first, and they're like, well, maybe. Ugh, drugs were involved. And the answer was yes, they could. Neither of us were having a good time, but we pulled it off.
Like women smelling on me, they're like, "Hey man, that dude smells good," you know?
Right?
Ladies like that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She looks as tired as I feel.
So, who's your last girlfriend? She local as well?
Yeah, my last girlfriend was Summer. She was cool, man.
Summer?
Yeah, she got me a signed autograph photo of Ozzy Osbourne for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that was like the fucking coolest thing any of the chicks have ever done to me. I still have it hanging up on my little candlestick.
One of the nicest things any ex ever did for me was the radiator from Lady right here. I've got it on right now. Such a useful little thing. And the electric bill isn't absolutely crippling me, so yeah. Lifesaver. Because it means we don't have to turn on the heating. Last year, we didn't have to turn on the heating except for when, of all people, Mel Monkey's family came over. Had I thought about it, I'd have given them the radiator to work with.
Mirror. That's where I keep all my collection of smaller wands like this one.
A collection of smaller ones. You think when he gets so drunk and the camera's not on him, which is probably quite rare, because whenever he is drunk, the camera's on him. You think maybe when that happens, like he plays with the wand and goes like, "Woo, I cast a spell on my trolls, on Cyrax, on the drunken peasants for being assholes."
That's cool. So you make larger ones too, huh?
Yeah, I make scepters, and I make staffs, and I make wands with crystals in them and stuff, and quartz.
This is what I mean, like Cobes, he does find buyers for this shit. Actually, have a look at his Etsy. No items available at this time. Really? This is what was linked in the video. You have to call them by like personal. Caleb, this was an amazing purchase. I've been waiting on one of King Cobra's wands all year. So the pumpkin wand, I jumped on it. Not only one kind of wand, day what wand arrives coming, I could feel the energy getting closer. That's what she says. Far too soon. When I opened it, I doubted the power and blasted a hole in my door. Magic is not to be taken lightly. Oh, I love the idea of him fucking up his door just to make this joke. Magic is not for an amazing wand. I can't wait to see a circle's protection of my fans, but never the trolls. The wand conjured a thunderstorm of its own the day it showed up my mailbox, which proof of its magical power. That is a terrible picture of the wand. Ooh, this one loses a star. I like the wand. I use it all the time to make commands come true. It works. I curse my enemies and haters. The wand does the trick. Thankfully, Josh uploaded a tutorial as to open my package. Pretty lost on how to open it without the tutorial. My only issue is sending a magic mind message to Cobra that I want trolls, doll included in my order. Seems that the mind message got lost somewhere. Kind of sad about it, but it's fine. All my friends are jealous of my wand. Please make more wands. So many fans and Cobra Angels want to buy your wands. It's so fresh with fans nationwide. Yum meat. Again, these are some pretty crappy pictures I need to work on. Wand has changed my life. The second I received the dank wand, I have not to deal with my trolls. Ooh. Gone are the days when wand delicately carved, painted heavily with finest colors, and wrapped intricately in leather. Like the days of Aquilonia, it exists now only in song. Oh no! Today's advertisements are misleading how to make many wands and purchasing craft with inferior wand wood from the store, coated in profane varnish. The wand fills you with woe and longing for age-long God. He still gave it half. They are still delicately tired. It's taken me 44 minutes to carve out the wand and sand it for then 2 days to dry new ones. This is as good as the old one design. Let me carve more intricate designs. Thanks for your support and buying Cobras. Still badass wands. Thank you for buying a wand. For crap. Okay. Joe. Oh, I love the idea this is actually Joe who bought one. He'd be shoving it up his own ass. Goblin interface. Billy. You're not Billy. Jimmy. God. See what I mean though? He is very, very, very busy with the wands. You gotta give him respect there. Like, it is a proper cartage industry. I still am, like most people, absolutely terrified of him, a lathe surrounded by alcohol with all the layers of clothes he has on with his coat and his fucking medallions and shit, and him getting sloshed and then using it inside an apartment. Like, it's why he was kicked out of the last place.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm like,
I have to look into
the
that.
only thing I made was a shirt.
There you go.
Okay, good.
We should have also a look at his shirt.
Shout out to the Wonder Gift Shop. They have an amazing selection of quartz.
Oh, Wonder, CY Avenue, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fucking love that
Yeah,
shop.
I've never been in there.
I didn't go until last year, and it is really cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember that one place in the mall. You remember that place used to sell like the little soapstone?
I guess this is just like, welcome to Casper life. All your Casper all the time. It'd be like if my big town Carrick, on Shannon, if it did like a day in the life of Carrick or something like that. And I'd be like, hey, do you remember when we didn't have any stoplights? Oh yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Anything else? No, that's it. Yeah. By the way, yeah, we had one set of stoplights in the whole county.
Pipes and everything. And
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Little Asian gift shop.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Asian or if it was like everything because they had dragons and like.
It seemed like a little Asian gift shop for
might have
sure.
been. Yeah, I'm just not very observant. I don't see race.
That's yeah. Okay, we're on this topic now, are we? You know, whatever. They were like a smiling cat doing this, and there was a bunch of anime stuff, and there was a dragon and a giant moo statue, and you know, I was thinking, wow, this place is very Indian.
I'm just kidding.
Like, no, it wasn't even Asian.
Oh, it's foo, isn't it? Yeah, for the giant cats. Yeah, the giant demon lion that they have outside a lot of pagodas. Oh wow, okay, I won't be able to last more than another half hour at this rate.
We're all part of the human race. We're all part of the human race. We should stop segregating each other based off individual races.
Well, yeah.
True. I stand by Cobes there. Like, everyone freaking out, oh no, the white race is being destroyed. No, it's not, but if it did, so the fuck what? Makes you feel any better? The race that's taken over it will not be. It's not like everyone's gonna wake up tomorrow and be Arabic. There'll be something else. It will be a blending of the two races. And I don't give a fuck about the DNA. What I care about is the fucking cultural norms. You know, I want there to be a place that will allow me to drink alcohol and see girls with no clothes on. Of consent. Which, obviously, yeah. But that's why I did the stupid voice. Obviously. And, you know, voice my opinion on certain topics. It doesn't even have to be, like, religious. I'd like the idea of saying, hey, my government sucks, and not have my my door broken in by the secret police. Let's not live in a world where that is the norm. Which statistically, well, China, that is kind of true, yeah. Although most people can say horrible things about the Chinese government if they're one of the good people.
Yeah, I talk about that all the time. Like,
And then they never actually say it because they're one of the good people. They've bought into it. Always tell people to go and watch the Paul Merton documentary he made back in the day, wandering around China, and he gets invited into a house party for the wealthy new middle class of China, and they're all having these really like polite sort of cocktail dinner, and everyone's really happy, and then they kind of go, oh, well, China has a lot of work still left to do, but you know, it's fantastic. There's a lot of great things about it. And they go on and on and on. And then you hear Paul narrating over it, going like, well, now it makes sense why these people are allowed to say whatever the hell they want. It's because they're not going to say anything that the government won't like. What's the point, right? Like, if the one people who are ready to rise up don't rise up, because they are the ones holding the whip, well, you've won.
Cultural appropriation. If you ask me, and if I see a white person wearing a sombrero and a serape, I don't get upset.
Yeah. I just think that if I saw a white guy or anyone wearing a sombrero, I'd be thinking, is the hat size really necessary? It looks really uncomfortable to wear. Like going up a flight of stairs in a ball gown. We never complain to anyone who wears a ball gown or a suit. Those are Western things. Only people in the world who should be able to wear a tie are the fucking Serbians. They're the ones who created the cravat, which eventually led into the business tie that we use to this day. High heels. We never complained that women wear high heels. They were originally men's things. What will be like in 1,000 years' time, you know? I'll have a whole new bunch of stuff that'll be pretty cool.
Thank
Ano-
goodness, because I
another-
dressed up like
No,
that
no,
for
no.
Halloween.
But a white person that I'm hanging out with might get more upset than I do. And it's like, what? Why are you mad?
Yeah, that's the white fragility, the liberal sort of id pole. This is what the whole shit with Keffels was talking about. Or what's his name? Oh, he's like a dwarf comedian. Brad Williams. And I remember watching a set of his where he was on stage, and he was at a restaurant, and some woman came over and tried to like defend his honor when there wasn't like a table available to him because they couldn't get a chair that was like the appropriate size. And you know, he just kind of was like, madam, I appreciate what you're doing, but I can fight my own fights, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of what's it, infantizing them, infantilizing them, which sounds kind of weird. This not sicko, but where you know people, oh no, like that Asian girl who that white girl who wore the Asian dress to prom, and all the white people were like, how could you say that? And it wasn't just white people; it was also like a lot of like wealthy American Korean kids. And that's it. It's usually very wealthy upper crust and shit like that, on very bougie people, you know? And they're also very young too. And they're lashing out. But then like the Chinese community accepted her with open arms. So that was, you know, you're now speaking for an entire community, are you? Or that episode of The Simpsons where that stand-up comic basically yelled at Apu for the entire episode, and then like whole villages in India were sending in letters of support to keep Apu in the show because they see him as like not cultural appropriation, which the other guy was, but like cultural representation, and have for years. Because I see Apu as like this hardworking, like confident dude. He started becoming a bit of a joke after he got married, but I suppose everyone in an animated show tends to do that. And I suppose in real life too, whatever. But yeah, no, like there's a big difference between wearing like a headdress, like a war bonnet, and doing a Sundance to wearing, say, a t-shirt with I don't know, Malcolm X doing the fist, you know? Um no, wear the t-shirt, fuck it, why not? But some will say you're stealing the culture of that particular group. Technically, but Malcolm was wearing glasses and a suit. You know, he wanted to create an Islamic black no state, basically. It wouldn't have even been ethnic because he would have gotten rid of all the different like cultural connections. There wouldn't have been Eastern African and Western African, Northern African and Southern African. They'd have all just been this one blob that he would have created with an American twinge just because they couldn't have escaped it. Just proving my age-old saying that like ethno states are bad. Big shock. Jeff Garipi is talking out of his ass as always. Yeah, Jeff Garipi. My little potato. Speaking of, I have so many of those damn things. I'm actually gonna cut up. I'm gonna have a few of them as they are tomorrow. I'm gonna cut up the rest, and I'm gonna get all the sauces I have, and then basically marinate them in it. Turn them into chips, marinate them in it, pop them into a container, pop them into the fridge, and just have something with that tomorrow as my dinner. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday. Ow.
Exactly. I tend to see that, like with like the whole white tears thing. Like they're getting offended for on someone else's behalf, and it's like, did you ever stop and think how they might feel?
Yeah.
Like that one Lando, like
so sometimes you'll hear, and then of course one black person, one white person, one Asian person, one Hispanic person, one gay person, one whatever does not represent the entire community. One of the best examples I think was when we had Hannibal Bunny on, and the topic of whether or not you could say the N-word around came up, and Hannibal said, no, yeah. Hannibal said that he was okay if he knew you enough. Like if you two got along pretty well, he'd be okay with it. If you were white and you wanted to use in the right circumstances, say you're singing a song or whatever. But then Monty was like, I wouldn't, and I'd make him very clear. I wouldn't be like massively offended the first time. I might start getting a little bit offended afterwards. And you know, someone else would have a different opinion. Like, I don't know Miss Parker's stance on it. I don't know Drags or Black Eye TV or anything like that. Like, everyone is going to have a different opinion. You can have a sort of consensus, and that consensus is the word is bad, so try not to use the word. Me, I don't see the point of it, unless you're like literally in a say a classroom setting and you're like reading word for word. Say Huckleberry Finn, right? N-word Jim. There's a Family Guy joke for that.
the Mrs. Buttersworth syrup being racist, or like the
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
shit
Lando,
being
yeah.
insensitive to natives and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, I think about it.
Of course, the thing is with the natives one, say with Sacagawea on the front of the girl on the raisin box, isn't that like some sort of like saint in Spain? But yeah, the Land O'Lakes girl, the Native American girl, tribes did go in and were like, yeah, this is offensive to us. The same with the Redskins. Like, yeah, change the name. That's bad. More on the topic. While I like his work, Tarman, your name sounds too similar to another word that starts with tar. Maybe change it, please, so my Asperger's doesn't kick up like it did a little while ago.
All the time, especially it's like, where do you think those sombreros and serapes are fucking made? You know what I mean? They're not from China. They're coming right from Mexico. You're putting money in their pocket. You know, just like when you're in Chinatown, we went to San Francisco.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. You're preserving the culture and giving your people money.
Yeah.
You're expressing their culture outside too. They're happy that something they made can be seen on the streets of a city that they may never go to. When I was a kid, there used to be a lot of on my road. There used to be a lot of merch for Chicago Bulls. Ireland didn't really have a big love affair with Chicago Bulls or anything, but what we did have on my road was a guy at the top of the street whose brother was working over in Chicago, and he'd fallen in love and gotten married there, and they were going back and forth. And every time he came back, he brought back Bulls merch, who he then handed out to his friends. I wasn't one of his friends. We didn't get along. Kind of bullied me for a little bit. I don't know what he's like now as a person, and I wish him well.
In Chinatown, dude, they're selling you kimonos. They're selling you Chinese hats. They're selling you Chinese outfits.
You go to Japan, and they love when you dress up in like traditional Japanese wear. And they've had it ever since they made the first discovery of Westerners. Just like when in Ireland, like we like when you wear the clothes made in Ireland, like the big wool coats, the big wool jumpers and stuff like that, because that is helping Irish industry. When I was flying out into Iceland, the same thing, that there was a tartan and wool company advertised. Now it's supporting it. Don't get me wrong, it's in the case of stuff like sombreros and stuff in like China and whatever, there's a good chance it could be made in a sweatshop by a bunch of kids. But if you can get it like homemade, when you go to the res and you go to the store, they sell that stuff and it goes right back to the reservation. You go home with like beads you hang up on the wall, or those huge Indian rugs you fill up an entire wall with instead of paintings you see in a lot of places in the southwest. And you know, you spend a couple of hundred on one of those things, well, that's going to be someone's paycheck right there.
Bring all this cute stuff home, and my teenage kids are like, "Mom, you can't wear that. You can't wear that. Somebody is going to be offended."
Well, what are you going to do about it? You ain't paying the bills around here.
They just make me paranoid. Like, people are going to get angry at me if I try and wear something like that out.
Well, people will get angry at you if you don't. What do you want to do? I'll tell you something I told my mother once. She came in and she wore a t-shirt that everyone was like, "Oh no, you can't wear that." It was literally a t-shirt from the movie Lolita. She didn't know anything about Lolita. She just thought that the picture itself looked good. I think the name of the movie is like, I can't believe they call it Lolita or whatever. Very careful how I put this into my search engine. Lolita, 1962, 1997. Jeremy Irons was in it? Oh my god. Dominic Swan. Yeah. Melanie Griffith. Frank Langley. But I haven't seen that movie in years. I was way, way too young to get what was going on there. T-shirt. There it is. Make sure that there's no naughty anywhere. There's not. Good. Came home wearing this. And then once I explained to her what the movie's premise was, she threw it out. I think she made the right call, but I almost feel like there was a gimmick there I could have used. It's a shame too, she fucking loved it. She thought it was so cool.
Oh well.
She did also come back from that same market with the 9th book in the Wheel of Time series, but it was like the front of it was beautifully illustrated.
Like there are way more offensive things in our society than someone doing that, you know.
Oh, definitely.
You know, these people who throw a fit because their pronouns got mispronounced, and it's like, well, there were children dying in third world countries of AIDS.
That's a bad argument to be made. You know, although what? There were children dying in third world countries of AIDS. Statistically true. I guess.
The starvation, you're
there you
pissed
go.
off because your pronouns got misidentified. I mean,
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Valid.
like I bounced for a while as security for this rave, and there was this little. She turned out to be a woman, but I thought she was a dude, and she came to the dude line.
oh shit.
And I found out right away. Like, wait, hey, you need to go in that line, man. Like, don't do that. That was messed up.
I totally support trans people, but not only like take advantage of like, you know, the politically correct system we live in.
Take advantage. This is the thing. Like Cobes is surprisingly easily manipulated by right wingers. Maybe not surprisingly, but very easily manipulated by right wingers. But no right winger wants to touch him because he's him. Like I think him and Styx would have a lot in common.
Some jack off rapes a bunch of women, and then as he's getting arrested, identifies as a female, and then all of a sudden it's like, now you have to put him in a female prison, otherwise you're.
There was a case of somebody being put into a female prison recently who identifies as male. However, if they are, they're still being put into an area where they won't get to identify as a female, even though clearly they're doing it. But the thing is that like they'll be put into like their own separate cell because they're a sex offender. Sex offenders don't have bunkmates. They don't have people to share rooms with, and they'll have their own private time to like walk around the cafeteria alone and eat their meal alone. Oh wow, I am really getting tired today. Oh boy.
Big, and it's like, fuck that.
Yeah, that dude actually, was in North Carolina, identified as a female. They were gonna put him in.
Because he didn't want to get raped in prison by men.
Well, then it turns out, dude, that like 5 of the freaking inmates turned out pregnant. Like, what do you think he was gonna do?
I think he mixed the story up there.
I mean? Like,
he's not gonna learn his fucking lesson, you know. They'd be like, okay, if a kid stole a bunch of candy from a candy store, you wouldn't then give him more candy to eat. He's not gonna learn his lesson.
Right? Yeah, that's for sure. There was another girlfriend you had though. Talk shit. Actually, started doing live streams herself. I think most of her fans are probably a little bit your fans. Stephanie.
Oh, my ex Stephanie, yeah.
Stephanie.
She needs to get over me, man. Holy shit.
From what I hear, she just wants your fat cock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every stream I've seen of hers, she's brought him up, but that's because I've always looked for streams of hers that are talking about Cobes. I don't find her that interesting as a streamer, and I don't find her that, you know, juicy of a gossip. It is interesting when she watches Cobes' stuff and she goes, oh, I bought him that. Oh, he had just bought that when we started dating. Oh, I remember that. That sort of things.
Yeah, my King Cobra.
Yeah, I know.
I hear it's
watched
more
it
of a
sometimes,
Prince
like,
Cobra, if you know what I
what's she
mean.
reacting to? Like, did she react to your whole 5-hour long stream?
No, what she do is, okay, I subscribe to Stephanie to show her support and to show her that there's no hard feelings and I'm not trying to do anything or try anything. Just, okay, you want to be a YouTuber? Cool, I'll support you. I don't want any beef between me and Stephanie. And out of fucking nowhere, she just starts criticizing my food.
Which is shit, and you should be ashamed of it. Everyone criticizes your food. Everyone.
The apartment I live in.
You destroyed your you had to be evicted from your last apartment.
The drink combos and all that.
Which range from passable to crap, and your choice of beer is just terrible. Get yourself better quality beer. It's not even the cheapest. If you want to go cheap, you can go much cheaper.
Other shit. And on top of that, she's fucking copying my channel. You know, like video per video, like, oh, here's my drink combo. It's like, dude, if you want my fucking dick, just say, can we?
I've not actually seen her do that, but I am wondering. I don't think I've done a drink combo. Last time I did a drink combo was the cement mix, and that was a poor choice. Tia Maria and what was it? I think it was Tia Maria and Bailey's. That was a bad choice.
We fuck.
Right? You'd help her out, right?
Probably doesn't want to have sex with you because you're kind of, well, you're a Boglum. I wonder if bringing Boglum, I wonder if Boglum will be brought up.
No,
Like if she wasn't fucking over me, man, she wouldn't be dating a fucking a YouTuber who's way less famous than me.
Okay. Oh, hey, Raisin. A bit of a quiet one so far. I'm really exhausted, but I thought I'd give you guys something, seeing that I didn't give you the stream yesterday.
Yeah, is that what's going on now?
Yeah, she's dating this black dude who does videos like I do, and it's like, yeah, she's still got a thing for me. It's obvious.
What makes it obvious? I don't drink out of cans. I don't care if drinking out of cans or not. I was told as a kid, don't drink out of bottles and cans because when they're in storage, a mouse or a cat might sit on top of them and piss, and then you're gonna end up with like an infection. For a lightweight. Oh, you lasted 3 hours. Big whoop. That's hardly anything to be sad about.
I have to look him up. I don't know. I don't troll anybody, but I definitely.
I don't care that he's black. He's just got this effeminate little, you know, kind of prissy voice.
No. He uses all his masculine energy to fuck your ex. That's what he does. You see, when he has sex with your ex and you have sex with no one, then that's where he basically becomes a man. Oh, and he doesn't use tactical soap. Maybe he gets laid because there's no tactical soap involved.
It just rubs me the wrong way, dude. No judgment, as long as she's happy.
That's not true. It tastes like metal. Don't like it. I just don't mind it. I don't mind. I've had better times drinking out of cans than I have out of glasses, because glasses can chip and then like you can get infections from them and shit like that. But some beers though, I do recommend you pour them into a glass just because they don't foam up right. Guinness, don't drink Guinness out of a can. In fact, don't drink any stout out of a can.
You know.
Right. I mean, you can be angry. It's okay to be. It's valid.
I'm not angry. I just think it's funny.
No, you're angry. You're angry. Okay, I don't know why you think that you're. Do you think that we're as dense as you are? Tell them about your fucking your sauce. order, and how that didn't make you angry either.
Right.
The dude's like got no muscle, and he sounds like he needs to have his testosterone checked.
They're not now they went from laughing with him to at him, and he doesn't understand. Oh god, he crushed the can.
I'm a big fan of people getting what they deserve.
Just desserts.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
man.
a lot of people don't realize it's gonna come back to them eventually. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I
trolls will get what's coming to them. I don't care. Just keep
The trolls are just one gelatinous blob in his mind, by the way. This monster out of it is a literal. It's it's Bilbo's trolls from The Hobbit.
doing my thing.
mean? Yeah, as long as you're paying your shit, right?
Right?
Now,
They'll be blasted into the sun one day.
like speaking of trolls,
Turn
and
to
shit,
stone.
all these motherfuckers that fuck with you, they pay you the dollar, right?
To talk shit on
Now, when you're doing that, what are they paying you on? They're just paying you on PayPal?
PayPal or Cash App. Yeah, they'll donate money to talk shit on my deal, and then they think, oh, he's gonna read the message out loud on camera and get pissed off. I'll take the message and then I'll change it to make it look like they're supporting me, and then
No, you never do that. What the fuck? You read it as it happens, then you get angry.
take the money and run with it. So they're just wasting their time at this point.
Also, if that was the case, that's even sadder. Like, you're not receiving any real support. You have to change it and you publicly state it. I don't know which is lamer.
I watched one of your live streams once, and it was what is it like a running joke? You better not drink that booze, boy.
I don't know where the
Boy.
fuck that started. One of my fucking
Actually, yeah, let's see, does he understand? Because I know how it started.
trolls started talking to me like he was some, rough and tough, heavy set cop from the South. Like, boy, we don't tolerate that,
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? Okay, so you acknowledge that I'm a man, thank you, but I'm more of a boy than you are, you little fucker.
Oh my god, is that how he reads it? Oh, Jesus Christ, no. I'm too tired and sexy for this shit. Okay, this is what is up, tubes. Boy came from a fucking thing Cobes said when he was drunk, where he threatened someone and called them boy. And then everyone started using the term boy to mock him. And how he reads it, they're actually saying he's not a real man. This is a skittling Cara Diz. I am a man. Better not have that realization that you're a fucking self-parody there, boy.
Pussy.
Yeah, I was wondering where that came from. I'm like, why are they talking
No
about
idea, dude. Like, my trolls
Zados.
come up with some of the
Turtles.
dumbest things, dude. They call me a boggle. I'm like, what the fuck is
that?
even that?
That's what we were wondering. What
You are Boglum.
there's this YouTube guy, I don't know, it's a Boglum Chronicles.
Fucking A, it's just another
King Boglin Chronicles. All hail King Boglin Chronicles and his ability to edit in some passable shit. Tarman 2. There's one more channel that does a really good job of it. The drunken. No, it's not that. The Draken Pissants. I think that's what they're called. They talk about him sometimes.
Cobra copycat channel.
So they do these they cut down your videos, right? And
That takes it away from the quality, I think.
yeah, if you do like a 4-hour live stream, they cut it down like 20 minutes. And then they post all the shit
That word, to be honest, what particular word?
say or whatever. And
Of just him?
yeah. I'm just him like, dude, that's why I'm like wondering why the copyright thing.
Copyright them.
Because it's not a reaction, and
It is no. Hold on, Boglin Chronicles can't, like, he alters it. Fools. Now,
It's hilarious, guys.
okay. Number one, he's altered the video in a massive amount of ways. Special delivery for Kim Cobra. Second, do you see? Do you see? Oh boy. Yeah, no, but he doesn't understand why it's being used, even though he's the one that originally said it. It's so condescending and stupid. I know what that means. Let's just say if he ever says that to anyone a little darker than him, it'll have, like, if he said that to Monty, well, I'd love to see what would happen if that happened. Fuck around and find out.
They're not changing your content to make it their own. They're using you.
No, they are changing the content. And as it's fair use. Like, you don't do this. They haven't been taken down once, and they're not going to be taken down anytime soon. It's like me, like, I'm stopping it every 5 seconds to comment on it. That's my alteration of your video. But I can do that. I could do it far less, and YouTube would let it slide. Is it fair 100% of the time? No. There are tons of cases that are fucking stupid. But when they're doing their job right, if these people were to ever be angry at me uploading this video, I'm doing this live stream, nah, wouldn't work like that. It's because I used to be friendly or fun way, and now it's easy that way too of being misunderstood. Well, just don't say it in any context, you know.
It's because they're
unless it's in King of the Hill version. Boy, I tell you what. Boy, howdy.
original hacks, man.
Right, but I just don't see why they're getting away with it.
You need
Copyright doesn't apply to fair use.
to help him.
I don't know. I'm sure he knows way more about YouTube than I do.
Yeah, way more, and he's been around for longer. Like, if someone uploaded Cobes' music without his permission, then yeah, that has to be taken down. But even then, you can listen to his song, stop every once in a while and comment on it, and there you go again. It has been altered.
I know enough.
Well, you know about the copyright stuff.
Right,
You
but
should help him.
well, it's got a copyright match tool, and it just takes 30 days, and then whatever they. But I'm telling you, maybe you should, because like these.
There's nothing you can do about it, man. Like, I just don't think this guy realizes that, like, it's all under fair use. I mean, lolcows always say that, oh, you're stealing my stuff. You put the stuff out on YouTube, it's fair game, baby. I'm not claiming I invented it.
Things are getting like 30, 40,000 views.
That should be your money, not theirs.
No, baby, no. If I make any money tonight, none of it's going to the Shark Show. None of it. Just like anytime I've ever made money off created ramblings where we're watching someone. If we're watching, like, say, the Orange Gina ads and someone donated, Orange Gina wouldn't get a penny. We get that money. PayPal gets that money. You want to go and you want to review what I'm doing, what Boglam's doing, what DP is doing, go for it. And if anyone donates while they're going, then DP gets no money. I get no money. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, they're using you, man. But you know, I totally get why you just don't want to fuck.
And Cobes, for the record, uses people as well, because every stream he does, he watches the he watches something just off screen. You can hear it, and then he stops it every 5 seconds. He's just doing what I'm doing. Only difference is I've got the screen on it. If I was on Netflix right now showing this shit off, yeah, it's gone. That's what some people on Twitch were doing with Crunchyroll. Do you remember that shit? And then they were shocked. Like, some girl was watching all of Naruto, just eating crisps and not responding. And then her stream was taken down. Yeah. Bob's an idiot. They need to quit whining. The only legal resource they have is civil, not criminal. Even if your case have to pay a lawyer, good luck collecting. Yeah, right. Is this something Cobes can go to court over? Imagine Cobes up being in court trying to explain this shit. Hi, young-minded. We're watching the Shart Show. I don't know much about the Shart Show. And they don't know much about Cobes. Everyone's kind of fumbling in the dark.
You're just kind of like, whatever.
It's free exposure and it's just giving them more attention.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's true, actually. In all fairness, Boglin would be non-existent without Cobes, but at the exact same time, the fact that they have, like, at times more people watching their stuff than your original stuff should say more about you as a creator.
Because there's a lot of people that watch you and have watched you for years. When did you start?
Cool. Yeah, how long have you been doing this?
I think it's since 2010, 2011. I graduated from the Trona County High School. I got out of high school and I started doing YouTube. And then I went to Job Corps and was doing YouTube on and off in between Job Corps. And then I got kicked out of Job Corps for smoking pot.
Oh, shit.
Which they could have kicked me out for having sex on campus, but there you go.
Heard about that, right? That was first girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
First girlfriend.
Stephanie, yeah.
But not the first time you ever got to show a girl your white stuff, huh? Make that white stuff come out. Oh, Cobes is his own worst enemy. He could tell a story of him saving a family in a burning building, and he's grabbing the daughter who's like 18 and in like a little nightie, and she's clinging on to him for dear life. He's like, oh man, in different contexts I would have been grabbing her ass and I'd be getting totally a chub, but wasn't like that though.
Oh, the same one, huh?
I also didn't save the little kid because I'm not a sicko and I wouldn't touch the child like that. They were begging for you to be picking them up. Well, they don't know what any of that means. Now they never will. Oh.
Oh
Very
shit.
same, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What a horrendous hat. If you look at the thumbnail of this, it's actually the same hat from years prior. It's he's had it for so long that he's just warped it. Or do you mean hers? Because I actually kind of like it. I think it's gaudy in the right way.
Yeah, well,
I didn't know that was your first girlfriend.
yeah, so you
Yeah, I
met her
didn't
at
get my
Job
first
Corps.
girl.
Yeah, you can see he's taken this through the fucking trenches of World War One. It's falling apart and it's wobbly as fuck. It's not the freshest of felt, to say the least. But if you look back at the old picture, the thumbnail I used for this, it's the same hat, but it's like almost blue. It's so dark, it's kind of like becoming a blue color. How the fuck? What did he do to that thing?
Girlfriend until I was in like what 2021.
So you met her in Job Corps?
Yeah, I did.
Now, is that the Job Corps in Utah? Or
No, it's South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
I dated a guy who went to South Dakota for Job Corps.
Nemo, South Dakota.
South Dakota. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, welcome to Job Corps. More rules than trees.
Like, I always thought about Job Corps. Like, I never.
No idea what Job Corps is.
I don't know. I guess prison is more my way to go.
Is it like, are they just there to like give you skill to get you a job?
That's what I meant when I said I had a boyfriend that went to Job Corps. My husband actually went to prison, but
Yeah.
whatever. You can just tell everybody.
It was a summer camp. In Wyoming. You know what I mean? They sent me like Pennsylvania or something. I was shit in my pants. But, you know, I was young, dude. I was 18. So scary as fuck for me. Because I totally thought the rape shit was real. You know, I thought I was going to get raped. And when you walk in there, dude, these guys were like, I'm going to fuck you, fish. Wait till the doors clank, buddy. Oh, I'm going to fuck you. And they're fucking yelling and shit. And you go to your room and you're scared. I'm 18 years old, dude. I never been away from my mama more than 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
And yeah, dude. So the doors open up, dude. I run out, right, and I run out of the cell because the whole time I'm hyping myself up. I'm thinking prison. Oz was huge at that time. You remember that show Oz?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I ain't gonna let this dude punk me.
Oz. Oh, Metal Monkey's got the. No, wait, no, he's got Prison Break. When he came over, when we moved in, he has like a tiny collection of DVDs, and one of them is the complete collection of Prison Break.
I need to go out there and fuck him up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I run out of the cell, dude, and I fucking hit this big black dude, as hard as I could.
Oh shit.
And he fucking looks at me and he says, "You done?" I said, "You ain't raping me, motherfucker." He says, "Sit down. Nobody's raping anybody. We fuck with everybody."
That's there you go.
And I was like, oh.
Womp 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 womp. And then they all go to like reading like philosophers and playing chess and stuff like that. They've got a big roaring fire with these huge armchairs, and they're just like pondering the nature of reality. What is a man?
Oh. Well, then I felt like an asshole because I ran out and punched this motherfucker, but I thought he was going to take my cookies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Don't drop the soap, boy.
Yeah. Well,
what about the tactical soap? Actually, hold on. If tactical soap is designed to get women to notice you, if you drop the tactical soap in prison, it would repel the rape gangs. Holy shit. It's the joke from Naked Gun with the where they're wearing he's wearing like the big diaper that's metal.
Yeah, no, he's like the only way you're getting fucked in Wyoming is if you want to get fucked. So I was like, all right, well.
If you want a blowjobs, go outside. The wind sucks.
Yeah. No, there was this dude. They called him Pepsi, and he'd blow you for a couple Pepsis. Then they had a guy named Two Packs, right? And he'd give it up for 2 packs.
2 packs of smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cobes is like, wow, that's ridiculous. Wait, smokes? Yeah. Would, wouldn't. No. What about 2 packs of Bud Light? Oh, he's already unzipping me.
But this dude, if you fucked with him, he would fuck you up. Fucking gay as a motherfucking
Stop it!
Yeah. No, totally. Dude used Kool-Aid and shit for lipstick and eye shadow.
Oh shit! Like in that show I remember watching, Scared Straight or whatever the hell it was. Terrible name. And all the kids go to prison. Like, put that stuff on your lips. Blow me a kiss. Like the kid's crying when he's doing it. Yeah, you my bitch now.
And shit.
Yeah, no, guys.
But he was a fucking buff black dude, right?
Yeah.
So like it was,
Terry Crews looking motherfucker.
yeah, dude, but he's in this all dressed up and shit. Like, yeah, but he'd fuck you up. I watched him fuck people up, dude. And I was like, oh fuck, for like going after him and calling him gay and saying, he's like, what'd you do? He's like, you think you can fucking take me? And he'd fucking whip their ass right in the yard, dude. You didn't give a shit.
There you go.
Yeah, it's fucking scary, dude. Like,
the guards, meanwhile, are just there on their phones playing fucking. He'd been 18. Christ. Farmville.
we went to San Francisco. Like, you know, you grow up in Wyoming, right? So you're kind of homophobic.
All right, that was a good line delivery right there. I like just, I grew up in Wyoming, so I'm kind of homophobic.
Yeah, Wyoming's very homophobic. I've noticed. It's sad.
Yeah.
The equality state.
Look at that shake your head. Oh, he's like, it's a crying shame. No sicko though.
Right? Yeah, it's so equal. They changed Martin Luther King Day to the Equality Day, don't they?
I didn't hear about that. They should just keep it the way it is.
Yeah,
They changed it.
Yeah, they changed it to Equality Day or something like that. Which is like, you know, it is what it is, but I think it's kind of bullshit, but whatever. You know.
I'd be good
I don't
raising.
think the laws,
Sorry,
I
I'm
don't
just
think-
setting up Warhammer match and listening in. Oh, cool. 40k or fantasy?
I was always
People
taught that.
getting offended on other people's behalf as usual.
Yeah, I always thought that like gay people were like all gay dudes wanted to fuck me, right? And me and my wife was San Francisco, dude, and we sat there and not a gay dude fucking talked to me, bro.
Yeah.
I must just not give off that vibe, you know.
A, you don't give up that vibe, and B, you were there clearly with your partner. And C, gay guys don't like just eye each other up and go like, I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna fuck you. You know, in San Francisco, they actually have the more relaxed, they don't have to worry so much attitude. This was the 70s, I suppose, if you two went for a romantic stroll through the park. You know, you'd hear a lot of noises coming from the bushes.
You know what I mean, or something. Because I thought I did.
If I ended up in your situation, I'd be the kind of guy that make everyone laugh. Yeah, everyone laughing their asses off with my zany voices and shit. They'd be like, "This autistic dude's all right."
Have you seen those like cartoons that they make on like people's podcasts and stuff like that?
No, I haven't, dude.
You watch like JRE, Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan, I've seen him a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, they have this like, there's this dude that does like cartoons for him. And I always thought that it'd be hilarious if that same dude like made cartoons of yours.
What, like Flash Gits? I think if Flash Gits did a thing for Cobes, would be amazing. I like the animated ones that they have with Cobes as well. They're pretty good. But like the stock JPEG pictures.
Hell yeah.
Because he like donates them like he does them just for fun. He donates.
Like 40k, it's a 2k match, Tyranids versus Tau. Well, I don't need to tell you, your job is to bum rush them. Don't get mixed up with the fucking Kroot. Avoid them, they're probably going to be used as a sort of shield. So if you can bio fuck them up from a distance, and then rush in, if you've got gene stealers, then rush in your fucking gene stealers to, well, Christ, the armor won't actually be that great up close against fucking gene stealers. Christ, just don't try to have some sort of range match with the Tau. They'll win really easily too.
Listen to whatever channel he makes them from.
But if you can separate like any sort of close quarters people they have, do it like really quickly. So they're ripe for the slaughter.
They're fucking hilarious.
Cool.
And
I want to make my own cartoons someday. That'd be fun.
yeah, there's actually a couple programs you can get for your PC for that. You know, they're like South Park type programs.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Which would be dope as hell. I
That'd
would
be
totally
way
do that.
fun.
I would totally do that. So you like drinking, you like smoking,
Smoking and drinking.
you like smoking weed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You ever tried this Conejo tequila?
No, I have not.
It's a Anejo right here. This is a tequila right here.
Oh, fuck me. That thing right there?
Yeah.
Oh, that just looks like, yeah. That looks like, holy shit balls.
Okay, I'm gonna let you hold this. You're not drinking out of
Dude, can I get a picture of that? That
What the fuck is going on?
is a fucking gorgeous bottle, even though I'm not Christian by any sense of the word.
Oh, I've seen that bottle before. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got, yeah. No, man, but dude, Poncho's earlier was just amazing. The beer was fat.
Look at me, I love Ponchos.
Oh, dude, all over
For Uncle. I like how these people have been like doing a podcast for a while now, but they have the layout style of me. You know? You can be as professional as you want, folks.
Come on. Be a good phone, turn it on.
You could bust out a couple of those lime salts too for it.
There we go. Beep. Wait, hold up. Back up. Take the photo. Take the fucking photo. My phone's being autistic. Oh,
Oh, sorry, guys.
you're good. Hey, thanks.
We actually have an autistic daughter as well.
She, like, I haven't gotten to
Autistic people are awesome, man. They're just creative.
It's true. It's 100% true. We are awesome. So awesome, in fact, you should like, share, and subscribe. Not just me, but also King Cobra and The Shark Show, to show them that although we are clearly stealing their content, we love them.
Special in their own way.
I haven't gotten to see as many of your shows as my husband, but the ones that I was recently watching, yeah, it just reminds me of just the way she thinks and the way she says things.
Ooh, damn.
It's surprising because she's just so blunt and
to the point. Yeah.
Yes, and honestly, like she's always been an oddball to me, and then yeah, I don't know, I found comfort.
Never try to hide that bluntness. Make it work for you. The bluntness will piss off people, but a lot of those people will need to be pissed off. Obviously, teach them stuff to say and stuff not to say, but make it their decision. As opposed to something in nude, crudes, and lewds. Because, damn. Damn! Right. Is that the same Crown Royal that he was drinking when he said he wanted to harm people and himself? Yeah, but I don't think that was the fault of the alcohol. I think that was him just being in a very bad place. He could have been drinking anything else and it still would have done it. So that particular alcohol probably wasn't the reason why he went. That was when he punched the wall, wasn't it?
In watching.
Or was that when he was when he got arrested? Because they haven't brought that shit up yet.
Because I'm like, oh, she's not the only person in the world like that. That's cool.
Yeah, people with autism, it's great to have a community and talk to people who...
I posted a pic of the army and photos in Discord. Ignore the mess. Well, now I gotta say.
Yeah, so you don't feel so alone, you know?
Right. So this tequila right here, Josh, actually is from Mexico.
Damn, so it's authentic.
Yeah, this one, well, everything's in Spanish. You know, in America, it's got to be labeled in English.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything's in Spanish on this one, even the box.
You got a lot of heavies there. You can get all those heavies into a 2K army? Christ. Back in my day. Of course, back in my day, the Carnifexes were kind of like the apex you could really get. And then, of course, they kept adding shit, more and more shit to them. Even your Carnifexes seem to have some pretty good... That one with the range. Try to wipe out any Kroot. The flying unit, again, try to crew or any sort of like heavy duty speeder on the Tau side. Your job is to send all that infantry, all that sweet infantry into those yellow bastards. Yellow armor, not yellow skin. They actually are blue-gray skin. With no noses. Although they all sound Chinese and Japanese. Hey, it's still 40K.
It's totally in Spanish. This was given to us by a friend of ours.
When he got arrested. Yeah, I mean, that could be the same amount, but like he was clearly going through some problems. He had just finished Thanksgiving, and he wasn't getting along with his family. He had gotten absolutely smashed anyway, and then he was drinking Crown Royal. So I think it was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
Given to you by a friend of ours, and like,
oh, it's a pretty bottle, dude.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I'd keep that bottle.
It's plastic, I think. I think it's plastic.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I caught your wine.
Oh, thank you.
I hope I didn't.
I do too.
No, you didn't. You can look at it if you want to.
Yeah, I do.
This is a fine controller, but
yeah,
that's a better
the
one.
bottle's great, and the tequila's even better. I do have training wheels. This is an E17, so
I will say that I am not a fan of tequila nearly as much as I wish I was.
This is lime and salt 101. If you want training wheels,
Yeah.
you got it. If you don't want training wheels, you don't have to use it. But here you are, my friend.
Oh,
Awesome.
no
Is there a
one's
Spanish
throwing
word
up.
for cheers?
Salud.
Salud.
Salute.
Salud, King Cobra.
Together her.
Cheers.
Oh, that is fucking good.
Isn't that smooth? Yes.
Oh my fucking god. That
Yes.
is dangerously smooth.
That's so dangerously smooth. I want to murder you all. You all hate me. I'm gonna walk into a river. It just cuts out, and a little while later, you just see like 2 police officers like holding him down, and like the room is completely trashed.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah, for sure. For
Holy
sure.
Fuck balls, that was good.
I wonder if they paid him. Like, I wonder if they actually threw him any money, or did they just bribe him with beer and booze.
And what we call you in Mexico would be El Rey de Culebras.
Hell yeah.
That'd be King Cobra.
El
Whoa.
Leva Culebras.
El Rey de Culebras.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, will you do me a
dude.
favor and just knock that back a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
I
That's
thought
all.
I'd get y'all shot glass.
You did wonderfully, honey. I think it's fucking hilarious. Now, one thing that we're talking about is Danny Brown. You know, you don't know who Danny Brown is, but
I've heard of him.
really
Yeah, I
know.
checked out his rap. I dig it, dude.
yeah, his rap. He did the Sway in the Morning. He's done a lot of stuff, and he also started
Yeah,
doing.
you want to watch that?
Yeah, actually, I was wondering if I could get your reaction to some Danny Brown.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm down.
Hell yeah.
He's a fan
Look at the sheer amount of eyeliner. Christ.
of my videos, dude. I'm down to support my fans.
Hell yeah, dude. So let's do that.
The more
We're-
celebrities that get on my side, the better.
That's what's up, dude. We're gonna give it a timeout real quick.
And we'll move cameras.
We'll move
He
cameras.
can have my seat, and
Okay.
y'all can do it, and I'll sit on that side.
Okay.
Part 2 is coming. Here's the moment of truth. Is part 2 here yet? It is not. We already watched it. Well, we'll go back and rewatch it. Well, we'll watch it coming up when it's there. But how long have these guys been here for? Wow. Skyscraper the Rock podcast. Shart Show Part 2, Shart Show 4. The fuck? Okay. Well, they've got a little bit of industry going on right here. Tom McDonald seems to be doing a why does Tom McDonald sound familiar? Or look familiar as well? He has someone. He does like. Elf King was putting that out on last not last Bearded Ramblers, but the Bearded Ramblers before last, and he just overloads it because he saw Ozzy do it. Let's before we go. Let's see if he's uploaded it on his end. Anything new? Of course, DP. Trying Dog Tree for your entertainment. We watched that on Thursday for That Is Perfect Material. It is short and sweet. Night video for 33 minutes. Fan mail. You got a free thing. Now the McDonald's food hack was glorious. It was truly glorious. But this is why people mock your food, my brother. This is why they mock your food. Thomas guy put out the Snowflake song. Oh yeah. Oh, it figures. I should have waited an hour or two before going live. We'd have had more of an audience going in for it. But I'm glad you guys showed up for when you did. I don't really have the energy to keep on going, and there's no real reason for me to do it. I wanted to see the documentary, the interview, and I made a half-hour interview stretch out for nearly 2.5 hours. So, for what it's worth, I succeeded. Anyway, I'll be back on Wednesday for 2 streams. One stream will be sitting here, but before that, I will take this tripod and my phone into the kitchen and we will make the terrible food. Once again, I will show you guys what we are making.
Eu vou jogar aqui os cheetos na água, colocar aqui na água, vou dar uma misturada e deixar ele derreter aqui na água. Olha, agora eu vou colocar aqui o miojo, colocar aqui o temperinho do miojo. Vou colocar aqui, ó, a fatia de mussarela, ó, pega aqui e a gente coloca a fatia de mussarela. Aí tá pronto agora o nosso macarrão com sabor de egípcio. Agora é só colocar no prato e almoçar, ó, tá prontinho o nosso macarrão.
That's what we're going to be eating. Fuck my life. I've got so much food in there already due to the diet that I bought way too much. That by far the vast majority of what I'm going to be buying up in the shop on Wednesday is just the ingredients for this. The Cheetos, which are going to be sweet chili Cheetos. McDonald's Super, which is not the same as McDonald's, it's a different brand. Super Noodles, mild curry, and some mozzarella. I'll use the rest of the mozzarella to add in with the fries that I'm making. The fuck is that food atrocity? We will watch it, and then afterwards, I'll tell you what, I'm in the mood of like looking over a debate or something. So in the Discord now, under channel suggestions for here, I'm now gonna post this. Everyone, for this Wednesday's show, I want to look at and do running Terry over a debate between 2 extremes. Hope if I spelled commentary right. Ideally, one from a lol cow or just asshole, but any good stuff is done. Post it here. Alright, you guys have a little bit of suggestions to throw in my way. Because I like looking at that Lord of Patriarchy thing where he was talking about incels. Incels would be a good one. Anti-vaxxers are, of course, welcome. But I don't know nearly as much about it. You could talk about, say, the war in Ukraine. Have one person be like, oh, well, they're just saving the Ukrainians from Nazis. And then give no real answer to it. You could have maybe Britain was justified in conquering Ireland. I'm sure there's a guy out there who supports that. Feminism is destroying the internet. Vegan. Have a vegan, motherfucker. Yell at someone at the top of your lungs of how meat is murder and you should be ashamed of yourself. Women belong in the kitchen. You get the idea. Basically, an extreme of a stupid argument. And then just have like the response from a person being like, That's dumb, bro. Why are you being dumb? So I can pause it and go, he's right. That is dumb. That's what I'm looking for on Wednesday. That's it, really. By the way, I've been hearing about Hogwarts Legacy. It's very mundane, and ignoring the whole supporting a transphobe turf. It doesn't make a difference because the game itself is very mediocre. So all that hassle over nothing, right? What isn't mediocre is you motherfuckers better go out and watch the next episode of The Last of Us. I watched that before stream and it was good. Not as good as episode 3, but that's gonna be a hard surpass. It's pretty solid. Good. Very similar to scenes from the game. Now, we've got this terrible food, and we've got hopefully whatever you guys have on Wednesday. Obviously, no alcohol for the foreseeable future. I'll start streaming that a bit later in the day. Tomorrow, though, what I am going to do is I am going to go and start work on the next part of the travel video. Then on Thursday, Egghead will be joining us for Bearded Ramblings. Maybe Shabisky, but then back over to Twitch for Fallout, Assassin's Creed, Fallout, Age of Empires, and then Fallout for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then that'll be the week. So you all better go and follow me over there, as well as help out all over here. You've been awesome. It's been fun. Glad I did this because I promised I was going to make some content, but I didn't end up making any content, and now I feel bad. No, I don't feel so bad. See you guys, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. I need to go see a man about a turlet. So that's it. Which Assassin's Creed? Oh, Assassin's Creed 2. We're about halfway through Assassin's Creed 2. I've just been doing some busy work. We're doing all of them until my computer won't be able to run the more modern ones. But at that point, maybe I'll start saving up. I'll have already started saving up for the upgrades. But you guys could help by clicking on Streamlabs and the like. But first, we gotta do St. Patrick's Day for London. That'll be awesome. Oh yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Assassin's Creed 2. It's a lot better than Assassin's Creed 1. That game drained on me like crazy. But it's great reliving Assassin's Creed 2, and I'm looking forward to playing Revelations and Brotherhood. Well, Brotherhood and then Revelation. Or is it Revelations and Brotherhood? And then 3, then 4, then Unity. I don't have. Well, no, we already did 4. Can't do 4. Unity. Liberation, I suppose I should also get my hands on at some point. This will be all done throughout the whole year, by the way. This whole year I'll just be playing Assassin's Creed games every single goddamn fucking week. Within reason. That's it anyway. I gotta leg it.